Here's the new addition to the workshop. It's a new router table with stand. It is the Jessem MastR II system, which is really nice. I'm looking forward to doing some routing on this table. So with the table all assembled, let's do a quick review on how it all came together. So let's get to it. Unwrapping day. Just picked this up the other day. Got the switch. See what's in this one here. So first up will be to assemble the stand, the base and the legs, making each half and then assembling these two halves together to create the full stand. And with the front and back panels assembled, I can just put on the side brackets and then stand this up so that I can put the tabletop on. So I've just loosely put all of these nuts in here. I think there might be a little bit of adjustment here and there to get the tabletop to line up. So because there are little slots in some of these brackets so that they can be moved in and out and square things up. With the table upside down, I'm just going to loosely mount a few screws through here. The gear system. This unit, which pivots a little bit to line up with holes blind. So with the hex key provided, I'm just going to tighten down all of those bolts underneath there. And next up is to add these brackets. They provide the Torx driver here, which is somewhat magnetic, so should be able to drop these in here. I'm just going to loosely put them all in until I have them all. And once they're all started, then I can tighten them all up. So this was the one area so far which it's, other than, you know, a lot of holes in the underside of the actual table itself, you kind of have to look at the holes in the piece that you are attaching and then determine sort of where it's supposed to go, because there's a lot of holes around here and the picture in the manual is not perfectly evident as to where this piece goes, other than it looks like it's close to the turning mechanism here, the raising. I would not use a drill for this process. I'd be concerned that the screws, if you'd over tighten them, will just strip out the actual table itself. So I'm just attaching the vacuum shroud now. It's got an opening here to extract dust and shavings from the router. Again, it's just a matter of figuring out which holes it actually goes into. So you kind of play around, move it around, and find that these four holes line up in the bottom, so that's the ones we'll use. Oops, I did say that in the manual. I just thought I was going to save a step, because they attach the table in the upside down position. So now it's just a matter, we got to line up all of the holes through the stand into the table, which I suppose would be easier if I turned the table over, which I think I might just do. This is going to get frustrating. Well, luckily I turned it over because I was not even attempting to put it into the proper holes. Again, I'm just going to get them all started, and then I may have to adjust these legs a little bit on the frames so that all the screws in fact do line up. So as suspected, can't get these holes to line up. This bracket can actually, by loosening this, slide this out a bit and get the holes to line up. And now I can attach the handle through. With the table still upside down, I am just mounting the sliding bracket, which will guide the fence along both sides of the table nicely. What's heavy? It's a pretty solid unit, that is. It's what it doesn't say in the manual is that these two brackets that are attached to the fence actually are only attached there temporarily to package it and ship it. They actually come off and go down the sides. Then those nuts will slide into here. So we're just adjusting this gust slide, or the guide on the side of the table, to be level with the fence as it sits on the table. Tap down on this. We're good there. And I'm just going to tighten them up. So next we can slide the hex nut into here, and then put the extension handle in on both ends. I think the only thing I'll add is probably a shelf down the bottom, and or maybe a little cabinet in there for some tools related to the router table itself. And as always, thank you very much for tuning in to my channel. Do consider becoming a subscriber. Got lots of things going on in here. I've got a new boat project that I'm going to be starting. So just hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all the new videos coming out. See you next time.